Welcome to Film Bluffs, a place for free-range, non-GMO, dog water opinions. So come on in, take a seat, and let's make fun of the kid with no internet.
It's a fucking episode of Film Bluffs. I'm your host, Jobe, and I like to party.
Hi, my name is Marshall, and I party way more than Joe. I've been known to just go crazy mode. Sicko mode, if you would.
Okay, no. Hi, I'm Trace. I'm the only one who likes to party.
Wait, no,
Jobe is Jobe. Marshall is Marshall.
I'm Trace, and I do the stunt.
That's true.
I'm Marshall,
Professional.
and we watched Hot Rod, and I just did not care
if
for
you couldn't
it.
guess by our banter.
I
Marshall's
am going
kind of an asshole
to
about it.
kick and scream. I'm going to ruin your shopping trip to Kmart and cause a scene in front of everybody.
That's fine because I'm going to be incredibly indifferent.
Here's the thing. I understand how you could like this movie. I see it. Just
It's funny.
I don't like. I was telling you that I'm just desensitized to Andy Samberg humor, or
that's not it.
I just kind of felt the
think he's
beats
funny.
coming, but like it just didn't do it for me. I don't know what it was, but it just wasn't for me. That's all I can say. Yes, Joe.
It might
Is he
be
frozen or
uncouth
doing
to
a
bring up
bit?
other
Oh, there we go.
movies. I'm frozen. I'm trying to reconnect. I should make sure I have a stable internet connection, but what are you gonna do?
Probably should.
Let's
Let's make fun of the kid with no internet.
Yep, that's the intro. I'm depressed now.
No. Give
It's
us
funny
your
because you're the
thoughts.
one who says it. You're the one who says they're going to go.
I was just going to bring up, have you guys seen the movie Mystery Team starring Donald Glover?
Probably not.
It's a
Sounds like something
banger,
stupid.
and it is, and it's very much of the same ilk as Hot Rod. Like, it's just
I do
these
like
comedian
Donald Glover.
friends making a really dumb movie that spoofs the kind of coming of age movies that were popular at the time. It's very funny.
Yeah, I don't know. Like the only part I really found funny was like the Footloose bit, but also like, I mean, it's just
That's good. He was doing the acrobatics he was doing alone were phenomenal.
like no, that was
Did you know
really
that,
good. Everything else
and
was kind of like,
Did you know
I
that
don't know.
Andy
It's
Samberg
just-
does all of his own stunts?
I don't know if that's
yeah,
true.
He's a
do
lot
you
like
know I
Jackie Chan
don't
in
give
that.
a shit.
I don't know if that's true either.
I think you do.
I'm
think
like,
you do.
I'm sorry.
You're just
like,
jealous that you
so
didn't- You're
I
jealous that
said
you've never had
I
a
can
Footloose
see-
moment yourself.
I just see where you guys appreciate. Like, if you grew up with this and you thought this was the height of comedy back when you were 6, I could see you being like infatuated with this movie. But as someone who knows a thing or two, because I've
11,
seen a thing
14.
or two, it's just
Is this the second week
this is
now
like
that
watching
you...
this is like watching Jackass as like a middle school, high schooler. You think that's like the peak of comedy?
No,
and you, like, get
Jackass
older,
is
and
not
you're
nearly as funny.
That's true. But it is
neither
still
one of
very
these are
good.
that funny. I'm gonna be
This is
completely
so much
honest.
funnier than Jackass.
I
Jackass
am-
is just like stupid shit. This
I-
one's like
Dude,
actually
oh my god,
intentionally
Trace!
funny.
I swear to
reference,
God, it's like every episode where I could be on your side, you go out of your way to fucking attack me.
Look, we watched Jackass together and it was fine. But like it wasn't
Listen.
phenomenal. I was just kind of like, all right, cool. And then Jum's like, and now we're gonna watch the next one. And I'm like, oh, all right, cool. We could be watching
had nothing
like
better
Dragon
to
Jake
do.
Long, but
What did you have to get
That's
to?
true, we did
Fucking
not.
American Dragon Jake Long. You can let me have my Jake
Yes.
Long weekend to watch Jackass.
Listen.
American Dragon Jake Long is like 30-minute episodes maybe, and Jackass is like 2 hours.
Yeah, but you're fucking binging seasons. You were watching show by the
There's
season
2
at
of
that
them.
point.
It was 2 seasons.
This was Cartoon Network. A season was 56 episodes.
It was Disney Channel, and then I think it moved to Disney Channel XD.
rare.
XD.
Speaking of RAR XD,
back to the
Trace,
main
what
top-
the fuck
hold-
happened in
No,
this movie?
I need to get this off my damn chest.
All right, so we
okay? I was gonna say something, and now I fucking lost it too.
I want the audience to know that right before we recorded, and I declared that today was going to be a banger of an episode, and I'm just happy to be proven right within the first 10 minutes.
Marshall's been ridiculing it.
No,
ever
I got it. There was a movie we watched a while ago. I don't remember what it was. Hold on. I want to say it was. I don't remember what it was. It was Star Trek. Jobe kept saying that like he fell asleep. It was like he's just couldn't stay awake. That was me. I was like 3/4 of the way through this movie, and I'm like, man, I could be playing Balatro right now, but no, I gotta watch this.
It could just
like
do
not
both.
Yeah, these TikTok kids.
I'm trying to
you
give
don't
everything
have
my
the
full
fucking-
attention, but I'm sitting there just watching something that's just mind-numbingly boring at some points. Then it's like, all right.
Speaking of
Is it-
mind-numbing,
Could you see it being funny? Yeah, if I was
speaking
a
of
child.
funny,
Yeah, because it was
speaking
funny.
of children, Trace, why don't you real quick
I'm a
tell
little
us,
boy.
give us a
What's up?
brief
Hi, Freya.
synopsis.
I
Brief.
did keep this one
I
brief
swear to
'cause,
God,
it's,
Trace.
Not big stuff going on. It's just
Right.
funny stuff happening. It's just Hot Rod. It's Hot Rod.
Oh, also, real quick, like and
Yeah.
subscribe. We're doing a giveaway. If you like and subscribe and give us $1 million, you get a free DSI sent to your house. Just give us your
Oh,
full
yeah.
name,
that why you
home
have that in
address, and your credit card number.
Credit
And
card
we-
number.
Is that why you have it in there? That was the bit that you had that you didn't tell anyone about?
How did you know about it?
You told us just now?
So I told you.
Just now?
No, I fucking told you all earlier this week. Marshall just said no, but I'm a little bit
I
of a
don't remember.
rebel. I'm kind
I
of the
have no
bad
memory.
boy of the group, so I
I'm
don't
a
let Marshall
rebel.
mess me around.
So
Yeah,
we
you're a
watched what
bad
can
boy
only
of
be
the group,
described
You piece
as
of shit.
the hero's
Fuck you.
journey. Rod Kimball is possibly the worst stuntman to have ever lived. And after the death of his father, Rod continues his work and performs all kinds of dangerous and intense stunts all across his 5-mile town, trying to win the respect of his stepfather, Frank. After finding out his stepfather is sick, Rod goes to great lengths to raise money to save Frank, because deep down, Rod knows that if Frank dies, he'll never be able to beat the shit out of him and earn his respect and earn his place as a man. The stunt crew, which is consisting of Denise, Kevin, Dave, and Rico, come up with a brilliant idea to record Rod's stunts and training and put on a stuntman movie in their local movie theater. After the town laughs and ridicules Rod, he throws a projector out the window, crushing a car and being forced to give all of his raised money away to pay for the repairs. Rod starts a new respectable job, giving up on his dream and abandoning the big jump that would have sent his funding over the edge. But after an inspirational speech from Dave and the local radio show sponsoring his stunt, Rod returns to his dream, reassembles the crew, and finally, looking down at that ramp at a stretch of 15 buses that he will need to jump in order to save his stepdad, Rod goes. He clears the buses and just absolutely eats shit at the end of the ramp. Having a delusional dream, he's brought back to by the soothing voices of Denise, and in the end, Rod has plenty of money to save his stepfather and beat the shit out of Frank until he finally admits that Rod is a man and also his son.
Listen, I just want to say,
Woo!
I think
Perfect
what really
movie.
pisses me off is this Andy Samberg character is just so annoying.
The hero?
Like, there's no
Going to the
redeemable
hero's journey.
qualities.
He's supposed to be annoying. What are you talking
Yeah, but he
about?
doesn't
He's-
get
he's-
better.
he's-
He doesn't
he's-
get
oh, hi.
better.
Sure he
Oh my
does.
god, here we fucking go with the conversation. There's no
Why are you sad?
character arc.
He just absolutely has a character arc. Nope, that's not
He
true.
has a character arc, but he's still a piece of shit. He sucks. So this is what we're doing. This is what we're doing here.
No. I'll tell you what.
I
You
did-
can do.
Hey,
at
I
home.
did the synapses. Make with the funny.
If you guys,
You did the
want
synapses?
to make
You use your
Wait,
brain
yeah.
to make
Wait,
synapses.
guys,
you
please.
fucking.
I have a deal with Nintendo. I need to.
Don't
If
get mad at us. I didn't
you
make a
want to
complaint.
win a free DSI, send us your email address, your home address, and your credit card information. We'll send you
Maybe
a
this episode is a wash. Oh, my water bottle's solid like that.
I'm gonna this recording's gonna go corrupt by my hand, and we have to delete it.
Marshall's gonna bash his wife's
Interesting. All of
laptop
my-
with a hammer.
All of my picks are the ones being deleted.
Yeah,
Because
so
they're
all
bad.
right, let's fucking
No,
get
this is a fine
serious
movie.
for a
It's pretty
moment.
good.
It's
So what do you like
silly
about this
to
movie,
discuss-
Trace? Is it supposed to be funny?
It's just funny.
I don't
It's
It's just
understand.
funny.
Is
It's
it?
such an
It's
easy
just-
movie to like. I think if you don't
Yeah,
like this
it-
movie, you have like damage on your soul. You've got like a stain
I
somewhere
feel
in your
like-
past
I
that won't
feel
let
like
you
you're
enjoy
actively
things.
making an attempt to not like the movie. Is
Yeah,
where
at this
I'm
point
at
you have
with
to
it,
be
I think.
trying not to like it.
Like it's just funny.
It's
I don't know what you want me.
so good.
If you walk up to somebody on the street who's seen Hot Rod, and you hey, do you like that movie? They'll go, oh yeah, it's pretty funny.
Wait.
It's not a
I'm
perfect
gonna
movie.
I'm gonna
It's
reach out
just
to a
funny.
third party consultant.
Okay.
So
Keep talking.
when
It's gonna
I
take a
say
second to get back.
you can like
okay, I
a
thought this was
movie
like an instant
because
response.
it's fun, but when you say funny, that's completely
different.
different. And it's a completely,
It's an added syllable.
normal.
Well, because it makes me laugh. The movies that you describe as like just fun, like you're clapping your little feet together on the fucking
Let it be
sofa.
known, Marshall, I have never had an issue with you calling it movies fun.
I don't.
I
wanna
am,
be
however,
here
saying that
anymore.
this movie's just funny. He's supposed to be. He thinks he's this amazing stuntman, and he eats shit all the time. Every time he's trying to do a
Dude,
stunt,
did you
it's fucking
also-
funny.
like the
Is
first
the
time,
Fisher
the first time he eats shit. The first time he eats
Isla
shit,
Fisher is hot.
you're like, wow, that's
is.
cool. The first time he
She is,
eats shit, you think that's kind of funny, and then he just keeps doing it. And I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
is
it's
this
great.
movie just all
but
him
he
eating
gets
shit?
better though.
he gets stronger.
He
No, he doesn't.
gets
He keeps
better when he
crashing.
jumps the. Yes, he does. Yeah, but he gets
What
better
about all
at
the
it.
other jokes? Remember when Dave
When he-
catches the fucking hit of metal in his eye?
That's so good. See that? See,
Man.
okay, here we'll go see my son with this. So Marshall, that one's funny because he's not making a
Scare
big
by
deal
Scare?
about it. Nope. He's not making a big deal about the sliver in his eye though, because that's the comedy of it. He's just like, hey, I need to go to the hospital. Maybe, I don't know. You come over, you decide, and then he's like, oh my god, your eye. And he's like, oh, is it noticeable? And there's this big fucking thing sticking out of his forehead. And it's just like,
And-
oh yes, this is clearly a big deal, but he's not making it a big
He
deal.
was an
Thus, the humor.
acid.
That's true. He was very high at the moment.
Also, okay, but Marshall, you're telling me you didn't feel anything when Danny McBride was hitting the dude with the traffic cone saying, I've been drinking green tea all goddamn day.
I tell you,
Danny
when he
McBride's
says I've been
unhinged in
drinking
everything
green
I've seen
tea all
in
day, that line was funny.
All right, so that's 1 point up. If we do this 9 more times, we got a perfect movie on our hands.
Look,
No.
not a perfect movie by any means.
No, but
Not my favorite by any means. It is just a good time to watch.
Yeah, like, don't get it twisted, Marshall. By the end of this, I think, like, it's not like I'm going to give it a crazy high score or anything.
Yeah.
Like, this is
Like it-
this is just a bowl of Honey Nut Cheerios that I'm eating on a Saturday morning. I'm hungover as shit. I just need something comfortable and easy to
So
digest.
you agree it's
Be a
not
little
good,
fiber
but you're
to-
sitting here defending it like it's good.
We never said it's not good.
Yeah. No.
No.
Listen. Are you telling me? Are you trying to tell me right now that you wouldn't smack down some Honey Nut Cheerios?
I would listen. No one eats
It
more Honey Nut
depends.
Cheerios than I do. All right, let me just put that out there.
I don't know. I think the
no,
No.
don't.
The bee would never
bee
see eat
don't.
any Honey Nut Cheerios. He just adds the honey.
No. The bee does. He just
work.
doesn't want to do it on screen because he doesn't want to have a body
Why
image
wasn't
issue.
he ever referenced in the Bee movie? Like they referenced.
They
every
did,
other
I'm pretty
fucking
sure,
thing.
right?
Point.
They don't.
I'm pretty
Oh,
sure they
that's not
referenced it.
true.
It would be really funny though if there was a scene where Barry B. Benson calls that dude like class traitor.
Now that's funny.
Thanks.
You know what wasn't funny?
You know what else is funny? All the
Well, I don't
hilarious
like what I
games
came up with
Nintendo
when I saw
develops
Honey
for their
Nut Cheerios
Nintendo
here.
DSi. And if you
Oh my
want to win a
God.
free DSi, just like, subscribe, and give us $1 million, and we will ship you a DSI to your home address.
Yo, this is a
What are you gonna do with your cut of the million?
I don't know
I'm
what he's
gonna
on
use
about
it
today,
to
but I'm
get
liking
you
the
a
energy.
fucking comedy
Jump
for
I'm gonna use
dummies
I'm
101.
gonna use it to get you some fucking help.
All right, you know what? But you know what? I might not be funny, but you know what is when he says, "You look
Free
shitty." Good night,
DSI.
Denise.
That's so good. That is such an iconic line,
It's-
and I don't know how you can hate
Like, okay,
That
maybe
one's also kind of funny. That's two.
maybe
it.
the
Thank you.
maybe the movie's is
Marshall's-
barely skimming. It's like barely keeping its head above the water. But then I hear,
So
I said, "You look shitty." Good night, Denise. I'm immediately,
yeah,
I'm out of the water and into the Lord's
I would have done
arms.
the same exact thing because Isla Fisher would intimidate me
Oh my
also.
God,
Here's
she's
what
so
I think is
fucking
the
hot.
she's hot as fuck. Here's the issue that I think is
And she
in
was
place
married
here.
to Sacha
Marshall,
Baron Cohen.
Marshall brought up earlier that he could have been playing Balatro instead of watching this. What I think happened was he was playing Balatro while watching this, and he
No.
didn't get the full depth of the movie.
Here's what I think happened is that Marshall really wanted to play Bellagio, and because he felt like he couldn't because he was watching the movie, he resents it for that.
That's true. That
It
could
just-
be a big
it
part
just
of it.
wasn't funny.
Like, if he
man.
didn't feel
I
that initial
go to all
urge,
movies
who knows?
with an open mind. I went in and I'm just watching this, and I'm like, thank God this is only like an hour and a half. Because holy fuck, what?
You want to go first, or shall I?
I didn't know who was saying what to because he
I
didn't
don't,
say
I
their
don't
own
know.
name.
That's why I assumed he was
Both of
just.
you.
I would assume
'Cause
you
you guys
because you
keep
put your
talking
arm
over each
first.
other.
Oh, okay. I would never.
Nah, yeah, we constantly give each other the breaks we need to speak clearly.
Every time. So Marshall,
Yes.
We
you
would
say
never
that
talk
you come
over
up,
each other.
You say you come into these movies with an open mind every time. I'm just curious, and I think the folks at home are also a little curious, why you couldn't beat this movie at its level.
I did,
Hey, can I just call
but the
quick
level
time
was
out?
so low. No, if you bring up the DSI, I'm muting you.
I won't. I swear to God, it's not the DSI. Although, no, it's not. Marshall, I just wanted to time out and say that your feelings are valid, and I'm not mad.
Yeah,
just
of course
like the
they are.
movie. However, I do
However,
apologize
fuck you.
for the unlistenable quality of this episode.
Fuck
No, I'm still having a good time. I'm still having a good time.
I'm having a great time. I just don't think anybody who listens to this episode will be.
No, but like he has growth, Marshall. Like, yeah, he's not
He
very good. The
beats
first,
Frank.
yeah,
like, that's
like the
symbolic.
biggest growth, and
He has
with
a little
his
mustache.
studs.
The dude's like 906.
That's not true. He's probably in his 40s.
He's got a heart
He's had-
disease.
yeah,
You
he's
can't
had
beat
bad
him in a
heart-
fight.
Yes.
People have a heart.
That's
well, he's
the
not going to
joke.
while he's. Yeah, he's not going to while he's dying. Then it's not a challenge. Yeah, I could go to a nursing home and beat the shit out of a bunch of 80-year-old men and women, but like, what's that do for
yeah,
me?
if they just realistically
Well-
depicted a young man beating an old man, they'd have to put it on Netflix and earn millions of dollars.
Sure, it would be
Can I say
funny,
something?
but
Can I say
he'd be
something? Can I say
disgraced
something?
as a human. Yeah, always.
Well, you didn't raise your hand, but we'll allow it.
I'll allow it.
No, I'm saying something. Here's the thing. They
Yeah, go
mentioned
for it.
in the movie that home diggity was dying for the past few
Which one?
while, and they've already told everyone but Andy
Few while.
Samberg. So Andy Samberg had been losing to a guy who is slowly dying at this point. So don't make
Yeah,
any
Exactly,
excuse
and I'm
that-
glad. And no, and I'm glad you brought up something to support my point, because this whole time with this heart condition, Rod hasn't been able to beat up Frank, but by the end of it, while Frank is fully healed after his surgery, Rod can finally beat him, which shows a ton of growth. Like, that's so
and
much
he has
growth.
a little mustache.
Yes. And his stunts were getting better. They still are shit, but that's the funny part of it.
I mean, he did clear the buses.
Yeah, he goes from mini bike to kind of a motorcycle.
Yeah, what,
It's
man,
so
like a
good.
250cc.
Yeah. But like the first ramp, he hits it, eats shit immediately. We get to the big pool jump. He hits and goes off the ramp and only makes it about halfway.
But that's because his
Then-
bike is shit.
Exactly. Then we get to the end. New bike. 15 buses. Clears
One
them.
more
He
than
just
Evil Knievel jumped.
Exactly.
And
He's
I bet he
better
had a
than Evil
slice of
Knievel.
pie at some point.
He just forgot to keep hold of the handlebars. That's the only part where he fell short.
It happens.
It
Does happen.
Can I interject here? You know what this
Yeah,
movie felt like when I was watching
absolutely.
it? It felt like
What's
a
that, big guy?
mediocre SNL skit that someone, you as an acquaintance, you're not really like good friends with them, just like an acquaintance. You've met him once or twice. They're gonna be
Sure,
like,
yeah,
"No,
of
this
course.
is
Yeah,
funny,"
buddy.
and then they'll go to show it to you.
Yeah,
and they'll
totally,
keep
dude.
looking at you back and forth, and be like, "No, it's funny. It's fun."
Hey,
Look, no, it's because
Marshall.
he fell off the bike here. He hit himself. Oh, look, he did not clear it.
Marshall.
And he's like staring at you the whole time, and you're just like,
Marshall.
we're going to Trace here because he politely raised his hand.
So I'd like to point out that it probably
Marshall.
feels a little bit like an extended SNL bit because half the cast is a cast of SNL, and also
Yeah, that's why I
part
said
of your
that.
point was somebody just telling you that it's funny, but like that's what you do with your movie.
Marshall.
No, I
You
said
just
my movie
stare at
are
us and
fun.
tell us how fun it is.
I tell you, fun,
Yeah, but
fun,
while you
funny
have
are
thus
different.
explained
As
earlier,
you said it was different.
Yeah,
because
but
of
you-
the added.
yeah, but your initial point was that it's the same point, so it's not a very salient point for you now. You're freezing a lot on mine, so I just got a big old face.
I hope that's how it looks in the final cut. Marshall.
It's really good.
I'm gonna call on you, Jobe.
I wish
but
I
if you
could
mention this fucking
I wish I could
DSI.
connect. I wish I could connect.
Now
to
that
Marshall
you
better.
no, I won't. But now that you bring, but no, it's not that.
Ooh,
Jeepers. But I was going.
Go ahead,
to ask-
Joe.
Let's go.
I was going to ask if you could ask your wife into the room so she could stroke your hair to symbolize me stroking your hair, because obviously I can't stroke your hair myself. We're 18,000 miles apart.
That's not true.
Are we done yet?
Dude, you doxed us.
Fuck
Now
me.
they know we're within 18,000 miles of each other.
So Marshall, my thing is, how did you feel about Richardson, the guy who really, really wanted to be part of the crew, but couldn't until the end? He did become kind of part of the crew.
He was part of it. Here on, he'll be known as Neil.
That was just.
For movie.
He was a little weird.
Well, yeah, he was very
That's
weird.
what I got,
And
man.
all he would do is hip thrust at people.
Marshall, what about when
That's supposed to be funny?
Rod? What about when
I
they're
think there's
drowning
supposed
Rod?
to be some humor to it,
Then
but isn't.
Maggie comes in and it's like,
He
Dave, Mom
drowns?
wants to know if you want Kool-Aid. And it's like, of course
Yeah.
we want it. You don't have
Grape
to ask.
juice.
Just bring it.
Bill Hader is just so funny. One
Like-
sec, I need to ask a quick question of
Bill
someone.
Hader as a side character was the best part of that, but he was a side character, so he was only there for like
So
a
it's
little
good.
bit.
Yeah, but so is
No,
Danny
that's not what I
McBride.
said.
Also, what about his brother Kevin and the way he's fucking dancing and his nest shirt just out there going,
That's so good. And that's also just an iconic scene.
oh my god. I like to party.
Iconic.
We referenced
Iconic
that.
to you two.
Also iconic.
Well, I referenced it to be a part of the bit so that we would all have a little fun at the beginning as a show of team spirit in these trying times. Because
Marshall
apparently
did that as a show
that's
of
what some
goodwill,
people fucking
nothing
need
more.
right now.
All right,
Yeah,
Marshall,
as a show of
All
good
right,
faith.
as a show of good faith, why don't you like and subscribe?
I would like to
And-
point out that we do have
Hey.
somebody else on our side. Madison, our lovely producer, said it was funny.
Did she?
Yeah, I'm texting her right now.
I can't believe betrayed by his own wife. Fucking look at Macbeth over here.
She says it's Step Brothers funny.
I haven't seen Step Brothers.
Step Brothers is pretty
That
funny.
Rose is not that funny either.
Ooh.
just not a
Wait,
big
wait,
fan.
wait, Marshall.
Somebody,
How do you
somebody's
feel
sleeping
about
on the couch
Talladega
today, and it's
Nights,
Madison.
The Ballad of Ricky Bobby?
I've only seen Talladega Nights once, and it was like a fever dream, so I don't have a good standing to like give an accurate response. On it, I'm sorry.
Has anybody seen Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back or like Mallrats or Clerks?
Nah, the only Jay and
Have you
Silent
seen
Bob thing I've seen
Paul
is
Blart Mall Cop?
Dogma.
Yeah, it was a lot like that, Marshall. You're right.
Marshall, you laugh at fucking Chicken Little.
Because that's funny.
He's right. He's absolutely right. And this was funny too because they had swear words and stuff in it. You never see Chicken Little going, "Oh,
Listen,
That would make it way
a
better.
good
That would've been
movie,
really
but
funny.
comedy doesn't
Listen.
need swear words to be funny. Chicken Little is just funny based
no,
on
but it
writing.
helps." Yeah,
Um,
and this is also funny based on
Here's a
writing.
little story for the listeners, a little Marshall lore. But one time,
Ooh, I'm getting a
I know
little
which one
bit
he's
of
talking about.
some backlash here from our from our producer. I'm being told from the studio to tell Marshall that Paul Blart Mall Cop is not funny.
not
100% it was,
It's kind
but
of
I
funny
have
in
seen
how
Paul Blart Mall
not
Cop.
funny it is. Well, you know what? Why don't we just put a little
Marshall
pin in this
says
issue?
wrong.
Maybe we'll come back to this discussion on a future episode of
No.
Film Bluffs, brought to you
When
by
we watch
talk about
Paul
the
Blart
Marshall
Mall
lore.
Cop.
All right, so the Marshall lore was
Marshall
that
ate worms.
no. The lore I'm bringing.
Oh, not that one.
So
I
Marshall
did
and I
eat
used to be
worms.
roommates, and oh god, yes, we've been over this. I swear, every other episode we bring up the worms.
Only when I get in an argument with Marshall.
So Marshall and I used to live together, and I had some people come over, just to hang out a little bit pregame before we went out to the bars or something. And Marshall decided
went
to
to a
watch
party.
Chicken Little. Right, Marshall
Yeah, I
decided to
did.
watch Chicken Little that night. And
That's good.
My friends came over, and we did like a shot or two. And the whole time, Marshall is in there losing his fucking gourd at Chicken Little. To the point that, like, the second we left, my friends were like, "So that's your roommate, huh? Did he, like, smoke a little bit before we got over there?" And I was like, "No, that's
Oh, I remember this
just Marshall. That's just how he is." Like, really? He thinks Chicken Little is that funny?
story. Just
Apparently.
that little chicken guy just blows his fucking
No, you
mind. Or whatever the
understand.
fucking girl is.
The fish dances and goes,
And it does do that. I'll give Marshall that.
the fish do dance.
Do
Marshall's
dance.
gonna yell at me. I was off screen there like that whole time.
Oh yeah, probably.
But we're not
Yeah, we need
reviewing
to watch
Chicken
Chicken
Little.
Little.
We're reviewing Hot Rod. And my favorite thing about Hot Rod is two things. It's funny, and
It's
Isla
hot
Fisher
and
is
it's rough.
fucking hot, man. She's like, oh my god, the things I would do. What'd you think of Will Arnett's character, huh?
Will Arnett is. He's just kind of the same in most things he plays, but like he does it well.
I just think it's really
Like
funny when Denise runs away and he's like, babe,
Do you? Do you think
babe,
it's funny?
babe,
Wait,
no, babe,
Babe, wait,
babe.
wait, babe, wait. It's just like 5
Yeah.
minutes.
Watching that was just the icing on the cake to someone holding their phone and be like,
How
no,
good
look
it
at this
was.
funny YouTube video I got. It's 15 minutes long, but you can just
this
stand
was
here
your
next to me while
one
I'm showing it
fucking
to you.
insult over and over again.
And
And
your
it's
one
always
compliment is
directed
that it's funny.
At
so
Jobe,
like, here we are.
specifically.
No, I had two
No.
compliments. One is funny. Two,
Isla Fisher is just like,
Okay,
she's just so fine though, dude. She's like,
Three is that character growth. 4, it's the hero's journey.
five. I
Stop
actually do
with
really
the
like
hero's
relationship
journey.
between Frank.
It just is. You look up the hero's journey, and you tell me the points. I'll tell you every
You
point
look
that
up
it
the
meets.
monomyth. I do genuinely like the relationship between Frank and Rod, though. Like,
I think it's
it's
funny.
pushed to the ridiculous limits.
Do you think it's funny
obviously,
too?
but it's also kind of sweet, though, in a legit way.
Yeah, like part of him, I think, because I think it does breach the topic a little bit of like yes, he hates his stepdad because he kind of has to because it's a stepdad, but at the same time, he does kind of care about him.
Yeah,
he cares
it's-
about
it's
him enough to
like-
get his respect.
Yeah, the hatred stuff, and again, the whole movie's exaggerated. It's basically one big parody of like sports movies or something
Yeah.
like that, where someone. But at the same time, though, kudos to the actor portraying Frank, but he does a good job of like being this fucking shitbag.
Yeah.
But
To quote somebody better than me, hate is too strong of an emotion to waste on somebody you don't like.
who's that from?
I don't remember. I was watching something the other day, though. And had it in it.
Marshall's over here pondering.
Oh.
He's pondering.
We're
But
getting
good.
No, Marshall's just straight up fucking ignoring us. He's just mad.
No, he has.
I
headphones.
just-
He can't.
You guys are
ignore us.
just
Nah,
listen.
Marshall's pretty good at whining
You're
us out.
saying it's funny. I'm saying it's not funny. Where are we going with this?
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
what I thought.
What are we doing here?
But it is funny, though. It is funny a little
Yeah.
bit.
See, the difference is our arguments sound because it is. So, like, Marshall, you accused us of being unable to enjoy things all the time, and the second we enjoy something, we get fucking iced for it.
Yeah, that's how it works, bud.
Wait. Hold on.
It's not anything. I'm getting clarification from Brownie because Jobe said,
Oh my-
hey, does Hot Rod kick ass? And he's like,
You mean like the motorcycles?
Yeah. Hot rods refer more so to cars, anyway.
they do. There's probably
But then he
a
did
mo-
reference
Hot
Harley
Rod model.
David, son of a
Yeah.
bitch. Which, for those who don't know, it's an American song written by a French duo. They don't know English, but they know Harley David, son of a bitch, and it's fucking.
So Marshall,
Epic.
why is it not funny? Why don't you think it's funny at all? 0% funny, no humor. You didn't laugh at all.
Hey.
What happened?
So yeah, like
How do I
Marshall,
explain
name
it?
a
Like,
joke.
I
that fell
watched it,
flat for
didn't
you.
laugh.
Name 6 things that weren't fun.
Like after the
All right,
first
so it's
crash,
3
every
against
other one was
1.
just like, all right, like, is this supposed to be funny or is it just him crashing?
But like,
That's what I want to know.
it's, the way a film usually works is that the main character or protagonist is usually presented with obstacles, and the joy of watching the movie is seeing him overcome those obstacles. Now, if you want to overcome the obstacle between you and a free DSI, you can do so by liking, subscribing, and sending us $1 million, and also the free DSI
mute,
to you
Jobe.
now.
Do you think Marshall doesn't want to do this anymore? This is like the 3rd week in a row. He's just been like, I don't want to be here.
I think fundamentally the issue. Actually, no. Last week was pretty just relaxed. It was chill. Marshall, remember last week
That
when
was-
we all just basically
Yeah.
agreed.
When we watched a good
What was last
movie,
week?
We did watch a good movie.
introspective,
Oh.
made you think about
Yeah.
the world. This made me want to like,
Yeah.
end it
I
all.
don't know. Man
the
from Earth was
world.
kind of bad.
Shut the fuck
I will say,
up, Trey.
while I was watching it, I was thinking like this movie is like the exact opposite of The Man from Earth.
Oh, 100%. We went from like intellectually and philosophical discussion to this dipshit's doing flips in the forest.
We went from
ramming into
we went from I was Jesus to I hope you're happy you married Satan.
This is the kind of discourse I'd like to get into. This is why I
No,
picked
we're not
a
on
funny movie
Discord
after something
anymore.
so.
We're on
I said
Riverside.
discourse. See, this is why we picked a very serious movie. It was very good. I enjoyed watching it, Marshall. Good pick. Good job. I'll rub you off enough to make you happy, I guess. But then we get Hot Rod, and that's just boom, complete opposite. I think it's good to make sure our brains are going like boom, 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 boom.
We
Not
want
just
people to
on the
think we're
straight and
the
narrow.
pretentious movie podcast.
Yeah, I'm not gonna watch something that makes me think every time. And I feel like you should know a
Now-
lot about that, Marshall. You made us watch Power Rangers.
Oh no, the low blows. Poor Marshall. I think he legit hates us now. You know what I don't
good.
hate? The sweet, refreshing taste of generic
Oh.
juice pouch. So we're gonna
Brownie
take
gives
a
us a 7, by the way.
we're gonna take a quick
Yeah, let's go
break,
to
and we'll be
fucking
right
commercial
back to
break.
discuss more of this hilarious movie.
I'm back everyone from that Capri Sun break. I am joined again by my two companions who don't know how to watch movies properly, I guess.
Hi, I'm
Um,
Trace, and I like to party. That
and
again.
if
See,
you
easily
want
quotable and organic.
free
Free
DSI that
DSI.
we're giving away,
Oh,
please
Freya, do you want a
send
free
me
DSI?
all your information and $16 billion. And if I win the
Oh, hi,
giveaway
baby.
that Jobe is doing,
I know that
I
Jobe's
will
not
give
frozen
it
because
to
I saw
you.
him move a little bit.
Look at him. He's all pouty over there because we told him during their Capri Sun break to stop doing cocaine, heroin, and methamphetamine.
I
Now,
have a request for
I
the
will say-
listeners.
John Mulaney did a lot of cocaine, and he's pretty fucking funny.
I need you guys to go down to the comments, like and subscribe, and send us $1 million.
Why are you
And
comments?
also,
Where are you going to the comments to like and subscribe?
Because
you,
it's,
you go to
it's
the
on
comments
the
to comment.
way. It's on the way.
We should have told them that. Should have said stop by and like and subscribe on your way to the comments.
Oh
Look at
my
that
God.
belligerency.
No, it's not. Go to the comments and tell me right now that if you thought I'm a drunk. Anyway, the reason that this movie kicks ass, you know what? It gets a point now. It gets another point.
See, you're losing your journalistic integrity right now because you just
I'm losing
not
even
my
credibility. Adding another
fucking
point.
mind.
well, because you added a point, I'm taking a
So-
point
Alright.
away. Trace, think about that.
That's
And
fine.
that's okay. I don't live for the points, you know? I just kind
Fuck
of
you,
I
Trace.
take it on the chin and I keep
Personally
going.
attack you.
Next movie will be better. Next movie will be better.
Hey, wait,
You know,
wait,
you
wait.
gotta- you gotta keep looking
Ad
forward.
hominem
Um,
versus society.
Yeah,
yeah,
Job and I went
It
to
would be.
to
And Man
college
versus Man.
together. We were
Man versus Machine as well.
we were friends at one point.
Used to be.
He
Yeah.
was my best
Go on.
friend, but ever since he started drinking, Job, you've been
Then
letting
I-
me down more and
What
more.
we watch fucking Forrest Gump. He was my best friend.
Okay,
Well, and he
Marshall
started
Zayers, like,
drinking.
I used to think I could trust Job. I used to think I could rely on him. But then he didn't tell me he was doing an open mic till the night of, therefore making it impossible for me to go.
Now,
He didn't even
Jump
do
does
his
have a tendency
funniest
to do
bit.
things like that.
Job has this really good bit about
You
a
brought it
cultist-
up on the podcast.
Oh, this
No,
is
not
news
since
to
we
me.
started
Job, what is
Riverside.
it?
No, Job,
That's
you
true.
know the
New
bit. Go on.
new format. Oh wait, no, he's right. New platform, new format. We now need a new
New
brand.
bits. Oh, yeah,
No,
that
new
too.
brand.
New. All right.
We're now Bill and Fluffs.
Should I
That's the
should
first
I
thing I
hold
could
my
think
mic
of.
in my hand, make it authentic?
Yeah. If I had a better
the
mic for it,
mic's
I would.
stapled to the ground, but the ground is where the mic is relative to you right now.
I'm confused.
Hey guys, thank you all so much for coming out. So glad to be here in your city. Yes, thank you, thank you. You know, I've been trying to find a new job lately, and it's hard because the interview itself is very difficult. I think I just don't have many of those skills a lot of jobs are looking for nowadays. You know what I'm saying?
No.
You
I don't
know,
know.
all right, the
I'm not
bit's
entirely
over.
Sure what's happening.
It's not as funny as I
okay,
remember.
the bit's over.
I'm sorry.
I think you put it on a weird
Marshall.
pedestal for some reason.
Marshall, what was your favorite part of the movie?
Yeah, Marshall, if you could like pick
My-
your favorite part of the movie.
My favorite part of the movie is when it ended. No, I'm kidding. That's too much hate. Like I said, the Footloose moment where he's out dancing in the woods doing spins, I
good.
thought that was really funny. That was really fun. I
good.
wanted to watch
Fucking
Footloose. And then-
pommel horse.
Dude, he's just sitting there fucking spinning, and
should
then he
watch
goes
Footloose.
and falls. That was good. And then the rest of the movie happened, and I was just, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. It's just how it is.
You didn't
man.
like anything else? You
Not
didn't,
a
you didn't
single
look
thing.
at, you didn't look at one thing and go, I can see why that's funny.
didn't
I can
like the
appreciate and
initiation.
respect
I
my
could
friends for what they
see-
enjoy.
I can see why it could be funny in some circles of the world. Did I consider it funny? No.
and this is kind
Interesting.
of going.
You know, I
before.
respect your opinion, Marshall.
No, you
Oh.
don't. You hate me.
I haven't
Fuck
said.
you. And
I
fuck
haven't
you
said-
too, Jobe.
What did I do?
You came in
It's
here with
CDSI
a
bit.
negative aura. Yeah, that too.
No, listen. Let me tell you guys something. Hey, audience.
No, let me tell
before we
you
came on,
something.
Before we got into the recording room, Marshall was calling me a shitbag. He had his wife call me a shitbag. I think he even
So,
had
like-
Trayson on it.
Would it be better to dehydrate like a dragon fruit? I've never had a dragon fruit.
Raised.
So, well, I'm sorry. Mom and Dad are arguing again, and I don't really know how any other way to cope with it. This is how I coped with during my parents' divorce.
I'm the dad, though, right?
100%.
like
I look up to you,
Dehydrating
but I feel like I
an
have to
orange
eat the
would
shit
just
out
be
of you.
really bad because it would just be all like the icky parts of an
It-
orange, you know?
Yeah,
all
like
the
it's just
seam.
like the skin part.
It is.
No, you're
yeah,
not supposed to
how the best part of
respond.
the
You're supposed to
orange
have your own
is the
conversation.
Oh, sorry. It's like I kind of agree with Marshall. Like it's just gonna be like I
Fuck
see it.
you.
Dehydrated. Like,
I don't
I've never
understand.
had
You guys are
fruit
supposed to be
bark.
gushing about this movie, and you're just over here sitting talking about fucking
Well,
oranges
no, I'm
and
not. I'm not gonna
watermelons and
gush about
dragon
it because
fruit.
because
like
it's
it's not.
dehydrated.
It's not good.
It's not
'cause
like
it's not good.
again. It's no. It's good. It's just not like it's not the best movie that's ever been made. It's not Andy Samberg's best work, but it's fun.
It's better than Pop Star.
What's Andy
though,
Samberg's
I will
best work
say.
for you then?
I never actually watched
Pop Star, never
probably
stop, never
probably
pop
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
stopping. That's not even a movie. That's a TV show. You idiot.
Don't
What?
stop
No,
never
Sorry, that was
stopping.
a
Oh, you want movie? You want movie specifically? Probably Hotel Transylvania. No, Palm Springs
He's
is
in
pretty
Hotel
good.
Transylvania.
It was all right. Yeah,
Is he
Yeah, he
the
plays.
cat?
I forget.
he's
his
the
name.
one that knocks up the
No.
bat.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, the main cat. I'm gonna start referring to people as cats
Yep.
now. Is my thing.
that's that's
haven't
okay.
seen
With,
it. Anyway.
Oh.
Marshall,
Except for Jobe.
But yeah, he
Not
was in a
personal eyes.
movie called Palm Springs. That's pretty good. That's My Boy wasn't too bad.
I haven't seen that one in forever, but I do remember.
He's in
thinking-
Space Chimps.
Yeah,
Come on, Marshall, you love Space Chimps.
Haven't
remember?
seen Space Chimps.
That is not true. That is simply not
That
true. We've
just
talked about
is.
Space
I was gonna
Chimps
say
in great.
that's like a
Marshall and I,
That's a Marshall core movie.
Marshall
I've
and
not
I
seen
got
Space
really
Chimps.
drunk one day when Jobe was working nights at a hotel. We got drunk one night, and we started talking about Space Chimps in great length.
I
And he
don't
told
think
me
we
how
did.
how cool was it. That was the night he told me he was going to propose to his wife, his now wife.
Whoa, his
I did
forever
propose
wife.
to my wife.
Exactly. So clearly, my story must also be true.
And then you also told me,
Thank
Marshall, you
you.
ever watch Hot Rod? This movie sucks. If I ever say that it's good, I'm lying and I've been replaced.
No,
So,
that part's actually
here we are.
actually not true. Actually, that's a
I
classic Marshall lie.
Just want to. So, Marshall, you've brought up the point that our
Definitely gonna choose
justification for
Space
why
Jam
it's
someday.
good has basically boiled down to it's funny, and you've compared that to your arguments for previous movies where you say it's just fun. However, I would counter with that your argument against this episode has been that it's not funny, nothing more. Whereas in previous episodes, I feel like the
Do you need
discussion was
more?
a little deeper.
Do you
than
need
just-
more?
Yeah.
Yeah,
go
we
some
said,
more, go
what do you
some
mean?
more.
Do we need more? The show is us discussing movies.
Well, I was mainly saying it's not funny because your
Today
only
we're
argument
discussing an
was
experience.
because your only argument was it's funny. So to refute that, the most
No, it's
logical
not.
argument
We have
is to say it's
said
not funny.
several times.
Yeah,
We've said several
for
times
me,
the character
I
arc.
do not
the
like
hero's
Andy
journey.
Samberg's. Do you want me to fucking continue, or are you just gonna keep talking? Huh?
Well, I was refuting the point that you were making. That was incorrect.
Could you let me finish? Can you let me finish?
Yeah, of course.
Andy Samberg's character sucks. All the other side characters, except for Bill Hader, kind of suck. They're just not interesting to me. They're all just there. They say supposedly funny things, and then they just leave the screen, right? The visuals suck. It
I would
all
use the
looks
word
kind of
allegedly.
ass. Like, I don't know what you want me to think. Like, the plot's very
Just
like
so-
one-dimensional. You can see it coming from a fucking mile away. What's gonna happen? I'm sitting there guessing what's gonna happen on every stunt going on. I'm like, oh, he's on fire. He's gonna go crash through everything. Hey, look, he's on fire. He crashed through everything. I think this is where the cue card comes up, where I'm supposed to laugh, but I'm just gonna ignore that one because it doesn't feel fucking authentic. And the character is still the same as he is at the end. Yeah, he beats up his dad or stepdad, but so what?
He's grown.
He's still the same person. He didn't change. I guarantee
Hero's
it.
journey.
Put money on it. It's not the hero's journey. I don't know what to tell you this.
It is. It
He's
just
not the
is.
hero. He's a piece of shit. If I saw him on the street, I'd beat him up.
No, you wouldn't.
Is that good enough for
You're
you, or do you
scared.
want more?
You don't. Yeah, give us more. Do you have more?
I mean, that's probably it. I'll probably think of
Okay,
something.
then.
What, Joe?
That's okay. If something prompts, just
who
pop
are
out.
you more upset with at this point, me or Trace?
I feel like your DSI bit and my hero's journeys bit is kind of on par.
The
What's
DSI bit
aside
sucks
bit?
more because Trace
I've
is
just joined
actually
the
making a
episode
point.
at this.
Thank you. You're welcome.
I just joined the episode of this.
How about you
exact
fucking ask
moment.
me a question
Yes, I
and then
did.
just start talking over.
We are having connectivity issues, I think.
That is a little bit true.
So if you could
That I'll
just
give
use
him.
the hand raising feature.
Dude, I don't think we got that out
I
here,
don't think so
unfortunately.
No,
Marshall,
no. Here's the
left
thing.
and right.
When you ask a question and then you pause,
Oh, my back.
the next logical thing is he's going to answer, not I'm going to start a new bit. Job, if you want to know, I hate you the most right now. Just
I
because
would
you're being
argue-
belligerent. You can't argue with my feelings.
No, I was just gonna say I would
No,
argue
it's
that
true.
Trace was the one who interrupted you because he's the one who responded to my inquiry.
Now, I would like to defend myself really quick. Objection. Marshall does tend to pause a little bit because of the connectivity issues. So I did genuinely think Marshall was done at his first point, which was telling us that we only had the 1 point, which was incorrect.
So with that being said, where are the rankings now?
Still you on top, all by
Okay.
Trace.
Let's go. I'm
You
king
know,
of the underworld.
it's a thin line between hate and love.
That's true. That's true. Hating somebody means that you care about them more than just disinterest.
Love is just hate with an erection.
Well, I don't know if that's true. I don't like when Marshall does this
That's how I feel.
It's
because I
often,
don't know what it means.
to me, it feels oddly sexual.
That it does, and I don't know if I'm okay with it or not.
I personally am not, but not to the.
I'll have to discuss it with our HR department,
That's just.
but I don't want to
Marshall
bother
again.
her right now.
So,
I let
Marshall,
you guys
what
know
do you
if
wish
you give this
movie
above
was?
Yeah,
a 7, you're gonna be out of your fucking minds.
Job, did you see how he just
What
like
did
completely
you ask
interrupted
me?
you just then?
Because I was talking first.
No,
The other thing
I'm
is,
gonna-
what I
is that
wanted
true?
this
I'm
movie
gonna
to be,
get kicked out of.
I was looking for a fucking comedy. I was looking to laugh. I was let
It
down.
was funny.
It was a comedy.
Well, here's okay.
Wait.
Well, you come to the right place because the tags it has is 2007 comedy drama.
Oh,
So you got what you
comedy.
asked for.
What about Chris Parnell? He was funny, wasn't he?
Chris Parnell is weird in everything he does, but I love it.
He's all right.
Marshall's kind of upset, I think,
Just-
is where we're at.
Being a little freak in the corner, like I guess.
He is a little freak. He's
a little
that
freak
in
the
everything.
corner. I think
He's also in Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
I think what would have helped his
He's also
AM
He was
Fallout,
radio
for sure.
show.
Like, was
That's
that
yeah,
supposed to be
yes.
funny that it was
Yeah, you
only
guys
on
were
an
saying the
AM
same
radio
thing.
show?
No,
It's also
I
on
was
Mr.
gonna say,
Peabody and Sherman.
I was saying that his AM radio show would have been doing better if he was doing, I don't know, some sort of promotional giveaway.
Rita.
Some PSI. All right.
It's just so bad.
So
Like, is
I
that
think the
supposed to be
energy
funny,
is
Joe?
sufficiently
Is that what
weird.
you think comedy is? Yeah, no, I agree. I'm
That's
looking at my
a
fucking score.
low blow for-
Hot
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go
Rod
ahead.
gets let me think. I don't know. 2.9.
Wow, and he told me it was better than a real pain during the break.
Did he really?
So, yeah, Marshall just straight up lied to my ass.
3.44.
But it's
My bad.
it's whatever, I guess. It's,
Oh my god.
shit happens.
No,
People
you
lie
get
to Trace.
you get
It's a
3.44.
comedy.
You get 3.44.
I feel like it's been a great
Better than Jobe.
it's been a great month.
Is that the lowest you scored on
personally?
mine?
Because we've watched a lot of good stuff. A Real Pain, The Man from Earth.
No, don't bring
It's
up a real
been-
pain with good in the fucking same sentence. The dear fucking god, the movie sucked too.
At least it's not Vivarium. I think this is the lowest score.
That one
Marshall's
sucked
given me.
too.
Marshall hates think pieces, but he also hates comedies.
So what would you score this think piece, Jobe?
This think piece is going to put me squarely in the out of my mind category of Marshall's brain. And I just want to say, this was the score I had in my heart from the word go, not influenced by shit. But yeah, it's 7. It's so good. Like, is it a little unfairly high? Yeah, probably, but I don't care. It's just
So you're gonna look at me and say,
I mean,
"A Man from Earth" and Hot Rod
I gave it Real
are the
Pain a
same.
9. No, it was Jobe. Oh, you put
Oh,
you
my
put
bad.
Jobe in the other one. It's okay.
I gave The Man from Earth an 8.
Yeah.
My bad.
Like,
Yeah, no,
I
that
won't
tracks.
it's
Job
better than The
Job
Man
gives
from
7s to
Earth.
bad movies. Hot Rod, Beekeeper.
I think that's typically the
Chronicle.
score I give for movies that I'm like, this
Chronicle
objectively
is good.
isn't great, but it's one I like.
Chronicle is so good.
Trace, what's your score? Let's get this show on the road.
I think Marshall's gonna fucking crucify me.
Oh no, higher than a 7?
It's not that necessarily because it's higher than a 7. It's just that it's because it's gonna be higher than A Man from Earth.
Which is higher than a
No.
7.
Well, yeah, but it's not the 7 that it's given. It's the context behind the 7.
Well, I think that makes sense for Trace though. Like,
Wait,
I
what
like
are you giving
look,
Hot
I like
Rod?
thinky movies. I thought that one was a good one, but I like to laugh, and I think it's just a funny, feel good movie that I can just kind of sit there and chuckle at because Andy Samberg is a funny guy, and I haven't been desensitized to him. I still laugh at a lot of the stuff he does, and that's why Hot Rod is a hot 8.
Okay.
A crazy 8, if you will.
Just
And that's still
what the fuck, guys?
It's higher than A Real Pain, so that's fine.
Marshall.
What are we doing?
Marshall. Why?
We're having a good time and being pretty good pals.
You know,
like
you are
Apes,
two
does
of
that
my
help our
best
overall averages?
friends. But
Who's bester?
if you don't stop acting like a little,
What do we got? Bester.
Who's more best friend, me or Trace?
you can't possibly ask me to answer that.
It's okay.
On
I
the
understand.
Yeah, I did.
You couldn't possibly.
Trace has not
I
asked you to
think
be his
that
best
puts
man
me
at his
above-
wedding. You have been the best man at my
Not
wedding.
yet. That's because I'm not getting married.
Yeah, because it's because they haven't legalized gay marriage yet.
Exactly.
All right. Next week, we
I
got a
live in
special
Kenosha,
coming for you. We got a
Wisconsin.
special treat.
Oh,
It's going to be a high flying
Oh.
adventure. You're going to love it.
Oh.
There's action. There's
Oh.
drama. There's animals. It's going to be a great time. It's going to be a great time. We're watching
Oh
Sky
my
High next
God.
week with a special
But
guest all the
Marshall-
way from the upper North Mountains.
where can they
catch us
find
on
us?
Oh.
You could catch us on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. We'll see you next week.
Do I look
Bye now.
fucking evil when I do this?
Yeah, you look so good.